Hi there everyone, my name is Dominic and welcome to Kena Bridge of Spirits. This is a game that came out a number of years ago and I'll be honest, I thought it was going to make more of a splash because I played it pretty early on after it came out. I thought it was pretty phenomenal, not without, a few minor flaws here and there, but it really was a game that stuck with me, stuck in my head for a long time. I've been wanting to play it for the channel and I thought, you know what? If no one else seems to be doing playthroughs of it, then I'm going to go back and play it again because it's still a special game to me. It was one that I played that really was kind of as I was getting back into gaming, and just it really triggered a lot of the joy that I hadn't had in video games since I was a teenager playing them. The exploration, the design of it, the look, the world, really drew me into it. It's a very beautiful game. As you can see just from this loading screen here, this is a stunningly beautiful game, actually made by a team called Ember Labs, which previous to this were an animation studio. So the animation quality is very, very high. It has an almost Pixar, DreamWorks-esque kind of look and feel to it, mixed with a Souls-like similar kind of design. Not quite as intense, I think. I'm trying to remember how tough some of the bosses are because I might eat those words later. But I remember being slightly underneath the challenge of a Souls-like game while still having a lot to do. So anyway, let's get right into it. I'm just going to do a regular spirit guide here. That's the intended mode you're supposed to play it on. I do like, though, that it has more difficult renditions of it if you do want to challenge yourself more because the combat can be challenging. The bosses are pretty tricky sometimes, or if you're not really up for it, you can bring it down to story mode and just explore the world, enjoy it, and have a little less pressure on you throughout. So I do love that it scales up or down depending on what kind of gamer you personally are, if you want the challenge or if you just want the story. So, all right, I'll get my cursor off the screen. There we go. All right. I always turn up the brightness a little more because I feel like once things get compressed on YouTube, like the less bright areas sometimes it's become kind of a mush. So yeah, I'll just do it a few notches off. If it seems to be screwing with the visuals, then I'll fix it. So, all right. Unique wooden masks are carved to honor the dead. Placed in sacred shrines, these masks gradually return to dust, symbolizing the spirit's peaceful journey into the next life. Not all spirits can travel this path alone, struggling with the tragedies of their past. They linger and become dangerous. Masters called upon to help these trapped and violent manifestations are known as spirit guides. It's so pretty looking. Look at that. All right, I want to interrupt. Sorry. Oh, it's so pretty. And I just remember, like, this opening was one of those that really, it brought me back to, I don't know, there's a sense of exploration in games like the Zelda games are probably the most apt comparison to the feel of this, but bringing that sense of where everything around you just beckons you to explore more, to dig in deeper. I love that. It's just nice, too, to see a game that's a challenging, combat-oriented game that is also simultaneously so vibrant and beautiful, because I FromSoft does a great job doing dark and dreary, and that's their thing, and they're great at it. But I feel like a lot of Souls-likes try to do that as well and are not as successful at it. So it's nice to see something that is mechanically, as you'll see, kind of in that ballpark, but took a different tone, wanted to make something more, just more kind of rich and saturated of a world, Is this open? I haven't played this in a long time, so excuse me if I have to kind of stumble my way through some areas. Can I hit this? And that's our little parry system, that shield right there. Oh, sorry to leave you hanging there. God damn. I gotta guide your spirit. Oh, there you are. Yeah, okay. Oh, hold on, because is this... Oh, that's right. It, like, unlocks the crystal up to there. Because there's times where you have to, like, you're bouncing the crystals around to unveil new areas. That was the thing I remember very clearly from playing this the first time, was that the exploration was actually fun. It was not a slog. It was actually exciting to play. Am I supposed to hop down here? Am I good? Oh, yeah, we're good. Oh, here we go. I also love the voice acting. This guy especially. Sounds so cool.
Why have you come?
I sense suffering here, Spirit. Do you need help?
You know nothing of suffering. This is my home, my village. Turn back, Spirit Guide.
Oh, all right, that's right. Right button, light attack, heavy attack. That's right. The basics of it are pretty straightforward. And the initial enemies are, like, deceptively easy. That was a mistake I made, was at first I was like, oh, this game is nothing. It's such a button masher. So, the game has kind of a formula that I actually prefer, which is that the little minion enemies you fight are comparatively easy, but the bosses and mini-bosses are actually quite difficult, which encourages you to explore quite thoroughly and find everything the game has to offer. Yeah. Light all those up. And sometimes there are areas that if you don't light up all the gems you find, you'll miss things, so... God damn, it's so fucking pretty. Just what like a lush looking game. So sharp, so crisp, so much color and atmosphere. Yeah, open up. Did I do something wrong? Hold on. Oh, what am I saying? The game just showed me the tutorial. Gotta stand on the button and hit the thing, and then it opens everything up. There it is. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Separately, though, I'm gonna bump up the subtitle size a little bit because there is a fair amount of story and character in this game that I find really compelling, actually. I really enjoy it, so I don't want you guys to miss out on that. So let me dial in my settings, and then I'll come back. Okay, there we go. Now we should be all set so you guys don't miss out on anything. So I always want to make sure the subtitles are nice and readable. That way, if there are moments where I'm doing commentary amidst dialogue, which I try not to do, but, you know, every now and then there's an observation I want to make. But talk about, okay, this right here is the difference between when you bring in animators to make a game that I think is such a beautiful touch. Little details like the leaves rushing down as you get here. There are little atmospheric touches that are not required by any means. It wouldn't make or break coming up here, but it makes you feel like you're entering a real movie scene. You know what I mean? It makes you feel like you're stepping in to an animated film in a lot of ways. Like, it's so pretty. But I hope you guys like this as much as I do. It's not super long, but it's not the shortest game to play. So I've been avoiding it purely due to the time investment. Which I don't mind doing because I love the game, but that's the thing where, like, you don't want to start a game as a content creator that you're kind of ambivalent about, or that you're not sure people will like who are watching, because then it's like, okay, I'm committing all these hours to make 9 or 10 parts of a video game that some people might not even be into, you know, and that would suck. Versus this one, I'm gonna be honest, I think you guys are gonna like it a lot. I think knowing the audience I have here, I like to think I know you guys pretty well. There you are, you little munchkins. Come here. Come here, you little stinkers. I see ya. But knowing you guys, I think I do after all this time, I think you guys are really gonna enjoy this.
I saw him here somewhere. Where did he go?
They're so cute!
Hi there.
I just like it so much. I really think too that there are so many games that don't know how to open the story. Like they don't know how to, because I feel like the first 15 minutes of a game, and this is kind of a metric I use with a lot of different kinds of art. If it's a book, it's the first chapter generally. If it's a long chapter, honestly, the first 5 to 10 pages. It needs to convey to you that there is a story worth listening to. And too many things nowadays, and not just games, there are too many movies, too many books, too many video games that you'll hear the same thing over and over. Don't worry, once you get a couple hours in, the story really kicks off. You can't do that. You can, here's the thing. You need to start out with a higher kind of pace most of the time and set the tone quickly, lay out the pieces, and then you can take your time assembling the puzzle. That's what you're doing. You're showing people the artwork on the puzzle box, ostensibly, and then convincing them to crack it open and piece it together one by one and take the hours it's going to take to get the full picture. And that's okay. You can convince people of that and that that's a worthwhile way to spend their time if you give them enough for someone to go, no, I'm willing to wait. I'm willing to let the rest of it unfold at a natural pace, but give me something to bite down on right at the start. And this game does that beautifully. We're 15 minutes in. There's already so much life, so much. There's life, there's mystery, there's a lot that made me so fascinated to keep going. And I'm really surprised this game didn't do better. I'm not sure why. I think it's just, it's a very saturated market to make adventure games, Come here, you cutie! Come here! Come here, you little stinker. I love these guys. Oh, I just want to squish him. He just looks squishy.
Hi.
Aw, it's alright. What happened here, little guy?
So pretty. Love little details too, like the veins on the back of her hand glow blue. And it's like, it's just this idea that like her being a spirit guide, the connection with the spirits flows through her very veins. It is this weight that's a heavy cross to bear, if you will, that courses through her. It's beautiful. I love it. All right, come on, you little stinker. Now, oh yeah, I gotta do the thing. Yeah, there we go. That's right. That's right. We got the double jump. And also, too, it's funny. This game has some little flaws. Like, you'll notice sometimes there's stuttering when you go into certain scenes. Sometimes there are little spots where there will be a little hiccup when it's transitioning in and out of cutscenes. And it's a game where, for me, it's like a perfect example of how there are games, movies, books, whatever it is.
There she is.
Oh, stop it, you little stinkers. I'm trying to help you, but it's okay. We'll catch up with them later. We'll get more of their story in a little bit. It's okay. Forget, is this an investigation thing here? Oh, it's another little rot. I forgot. He was a little puddle. Because we're going to be collecting a bunch of these little dudes throughout this game. And eventually, they're going to be swarming around us and following us in a massive group. And it's so much fun. It's so goddamn cute. So there's a bunch of these sprinkled throughout the entire game. And listen to the music. I'm going to walk around and explore. Just listen to the music. There's another one. But isn't the music gorgeous? It reminds me a little bit of the music for Kubo and the Two Strings, which is just, there's light, there's Asian theming in it, but it doesn't feel like it's trying to be overly regional, at least to my, somewhat untrained ear when it comes to music kind of culture, but it feels like it has a fantastical texture underneath the music while clearly having this great Asian influence as we see all around. It's just, I just fucking love it. I love the use of these little guys because they're called the Rot, which I love that they have such a grimy little name for such adorable little creatures. But little things like that where when you're exploring, they'll flock to a thing that has magic in it and kind of guide you through. And it's a really nice, it's an unobtrusive way compared to like if you play a game where, you know, there's a character shouting at you, hey, maybe you should climb that. Hey, have you considered shooting your bow? Like, rather than the idea that these little magical things are just drawn to points of interest you should explore. And I think that's really nice and doesn't feel like it's shouting in your ear. Rather, it's kind of gently pointing you where it would go. And they're so cute, you can't get mad at them versus like an NPC character giving you too much information gets annoying. Not these guys. These guys are a delight every time I see them. That's right. Oh, that's right. I can make them dance. Here, tear it up. Here, hold on. How do I make him dance? Hold on. Oh, he's... yeah, there they go. There they go. Oh, they're so cute. What are the other commands? Oh, I love it so much. It's funny because it's like they built a Souls game, but they were like, okay, what if we made everything else really pleasant? That way, even after if you're stuck in a boss fight, everything around it is telling you it's okay, you're doing a good job. All right, I'm gonna follow them in a second. I don't think we can even go over here yet. Oh, there's a lot to explore. You know, let me just follow them for sake of the story and I'll come back here. It's not an open world game technically, but it's sort of an open hub game where there's a lot of other stuff to explore. Oh, maybe I should... Hold on, from what I'm remembering actually, because it's been, like I said, it's been a while. So this is not going to be so much a guide to the game. But I do remember that the game does a good job of, like, you can't get off the beaten path too far. You know, you're not going to get outside the bounds of where you're supposed to be. This one, aha! Oh, you have to do it in the right amount of time. Even little things like the double jump animation, it feels so good. Like just the smoothness of it. Just the right amount of hang time when you're falling and all that. It feels polished. And this is the first game this studio has ever made. They did do animation work previously, obviously, as I mentioned earlier. And you can sense that in the way even the cutscenes are constructed. Feels like they come from a filmmaking, film animation background, which is really cool. But the fact that there's this much... just this much to do. The world is this explorable in so many ways. It's just really cool. All right. We go in here. I think we're going to start a fight, but... like, more rot to purify this dead zone heart. Oh, that's right. That's what I'm forgetting here. So, once we collect enough of the little dudes... they're going to be able to let us purify the infection running through this forest, which, again, I think it's a nice game mechanic that naturally makes it so you can't progress too far before it's time for it, but also having a good story reason for why you can't do it yet. Come here. Come here. Oh, you cutie patootie. It makes me happy every time I see them. I love it. The Rot can now perform more actions. Your team of companions has grown and you now have one Rot action available. Press X to send the Rot onto objects in the environment. Collect Rot to level up and gain more Rot actions. This is a cool thing because there is a certain amount of these little guys that you have to collect to be able to complete the game, obviously. But there's also a lot more of them sprinkled throughout that are optional, but if you get more of them, you get upgrades that you don't have to beat the game, but it incentivizes you to look around for them. And if you get a large enough group of them, they do crazy cool stuff during combat and exploration. So, I believe we just needed 5 to be able to purify this area here. Yeah, here we go. And then pulse. Yeah! Gorgeous! Ah. Lovely. It's also just such a lovely visual motif. It's not by any means anything like especially new in game, the idea that you're purifying an area. Like, that's not new to game design. But that's my thing with this game, I think, that I really don't mind at all, is there is very little about it that feels purely original, but it feels like the inspiration that it clearly has it handles it really, really beautifully. Is there anything over here? If I fall, am I gonna die? I think if I fall, I'm gonna die. Alright. I'm assuming I'm going over here to clamber up this thing. Yeah, can I grab stuff? Yeah, okay, I can. Alright, come on, everyone. Come on. Come on, my little babies, my little ducklings. Come on, they're so cute. I love them. I love my little children. Oh, they're on that. That's the thing. They're only called rot because it's affectionate, all right? They're rot because they're a bunch of little stinkers. That's why. I think there's something bad down here. I also don't think I have fall damage, but I just leapt without thinking about that I might have that. Okay. Okay. So the rot are scared and have gone into hiding. Attack enemies to build courage in combat. Spend courage to perform rot actions. Again, it's a nice storytelling detail because most games will have like your stamina bar or whatever, your special attack bar has to build up for whatever bullshit, just cause the game makes it so. This has the excuse of the idea that you have to basically show them you're the leader, and then they'll come to your aid once they feel brave enough that you're taking care of them. Courage drops can form in the world. Collect courage drops with your pulse or touch them to build courage faster. You got it! Alright. These are the little guy. Okay. And they can, most of these little dudes, you can interrupt their attacks, so they're not that bad. The rot are ready. They can destroy dead zone hearts or bind enemies. Press X to quickly send your rot to objects in the environment. Press L2 to aim. That's right. You can aim them. Then pulse to hit it. Nice. Hell yeah. And I remember seeing some critique that the game was a little bit too simple in its mechanics, but I'll be honest, I feel like there are, if you're looking for complex, very complex, rich depth of game design in the combat, there are so many other games, especially Souls-like games, where they're like, there's 50,000 weapons, there's 50,000 upgrades and recipes and things you can do, and buffs and debuffs and all this and armor sets. It's kind of nice having a game that has, there's a lot of stuff you can unlock as you progress further into the game and upgrades you can do, but, oh, I can use the rot to move stuff. I forgot. The rot can move certain objects in the environment. Press X to have the rot pick up an object. Tell the rot where to go by aiming. They'll see. Oh, that's right. Where do I need you guys to go then? I need to get up onto the wall. Yeah, here. So. Okay. How do I. Hold on. Oh, I forgot I can do a backflip. Oh, there it is. Just has to be on the ground. Okay. And again, like these mechanics are not. It's not they're complex, but like. It makes exploration fun. The fact that these little guys are so involved in everything, they don't feel like an afterthought into what you're doing. Is there anything over here? Always gotta check whenever there's little mini waterfalls. Every game ever has taught me that. There we go. Okay. Anything up here? I forget, is there anything in these little pots? Oh, I tried to break it because I'm used to Souls games where I'm, you know, spamming the roll button to break a bunch of crates and shit. I forgot, this game's a little bit more finessed. We can just open things. We don't need to be ruffians about it.
Can you pick that up?
Oh, that's right. And you can also replenish shrines, which basically brings the world back in balance, is like the story idea that like the rot and the infection in this land has also caused deterioration of all these beautiful things. And you're restoring them, which is both a great story concept while also being a very functional thing of a way to be able to give you more stuff to do, to give you XP and resources to spend. Is there anything down here? Hold on. I saw this. Yeah, what can you guys do here?
Can you move that for me?
Good job. Good job. Look at you guys go. Is that just a shortcut? I'm assuming, in case I needed it. Can I open any of these? Can. Thank you. Right over here. These things openable? No? Okay. Alright, back up. Let's see. And. Woo! Okay. There you are. Also, yeah, it's like I said, his voice performance is so cool. Reminds me a lot of like Ken Watanabe, honestly.
Let me help you. I I can heal these spirits and restore balance to the forest.
I know you are kind. You sense the power that flows through this land, but you do not fully understand it. Death and corruption are all that remain here.
This land can be healed, but you cannot stay here, Spirit. You must move on.
You are the one who does not belong. I will never abandon my people.
All right, first boss time. The first initial bosses are not that hard because they're like this one really gives you a chance to warm up to it. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I do have a shield meter though, but I have to wait for it to build back up. So, all right, let me try to parry him. The timing on the parries is really difficult. There it is, there it is. And now I can use the rot to hold him, and they cause a distraction. Big hit. Nice, there we go. Nothing to it, nothing to it. Boom! Get that shit out of here. The gardener's here, bitches. I love, like, the world unveiling itself underneath all the rot, you know? It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. I love it. It's like if Pixar made a Dark Souls game.
You can come out. It's safe now.
Look, Saya, she cleared away the poison. The little guys can eat it. They love it.
My name's Kana. What are you two doing out here, alone in the forest?
Don't worry about us. We've been here a long time and take care of ourselves.
I can see that. You both look very strong. Do you know who that spirit was with the horned mask?
We don't know, but when he shows up, the girl's poison grows stronger. Hey, what are you doing here in the forest?
I'm searching for the sacred mountain shrine. Can you take me there?
If you want to get to the mountain shrine, you have to help us with something first. Our brother Taro was trapped deep in the forest. We need you to help him. Great idea, Saya. That'll be easy for her. Did you see what she did to that stick guy? Help us free Taro and we'll take you to the mountain shrine. Woohoo! Come on.
Also, talk about one of the very rare games where the visual quality between gameplay and cutscenes is not much. Like, this game looks gorgeous in world and in cinematics. It's just stunning. Also, talk about just great world design. I think it's what happens when you have great art design teams working, you know, especially animators, and artists, painters, that kind of thing. Oh, like these reveals, like look at that. Fucking beautiful. But it's cool to see something that feels so deliberate. You know, everything around the world feels so structured. To how is this visually going to look when you stumble into it, when you walk into a certain vista, when you come to this moment, what is it going to look and feel like, and what do we want it to feel like? But yeah, look at that. That's the opening 30 minutes, and it's so good. And I liked a little bit of them rightfully showing off, going from this opening into the title scene, and then right back down to show you that's just what the game naturally looks like. So, also, I love that when we're walking around, this little teeny rot will sit on our shoulder, and I love him so much. It's my baby. I love even little things like the rocks glowing and animating. Like, they didn't have to do that. That takes time and resources. But it makes the world and the idea that we're like a spiritual being ourselves with this power really feel relevant. It really feels like it affects the world around us. And it's just good shit. It's good game design. It's good creative work. It just makes me happy too, quite honestly. Like, all the technical analysis aside, it just feels good. It feels like a game that I want to explore and look around. Also separately, we're going to mention technicals though. We're going to see a lot of stuttering in the game just because it's loading in this main central hub area. From what I remember, like, as you play more, the game smooths out because everything has been loaded in, but it takes a while when you first get here. Oh, this is a fun detail too. In order to learn more about the world, you have to go to these mailboxes, which, let's see if it tells us. Yeah, the spring that runs beneath the forge carries with it energy from the mountain shrine. So, there are letters from the townspeople that used to be here before it was like a ghost town that you can find, and they're optional. You don't have to do them for the story, but they give you, obviously, first and foremost, to give you upgrades, but also they unveil these new homes that give you more story stuff and tell you about what the village was like when it was populated, which is really, it's nice. It's a really nice way to do environmental storytelling. Also, look at this. Holy fucking hell. I've only played this on PlayStation before, not PC, which the PlayStation works perfectly well. Can I... Oh, shit. I forgot that I thought I could break those. I guess I can't yet. Can the rot do anything? No, I have to cleanse, like, the main thing first, don't I? That's fine. Yeah, it's cool seeing it in, like, the full 4K glory, you know? Because it looks beautiful on PlayStation. And on PS5, there's not that much of a difference. It looks beautiful on that. But it's still, there are some visual increases for this. All right. Yeah, big thing with the early ones is just not getting mobbed by the enemies. As long as you don't get mobbed by the enemies, you'll be fine. All right, we have to break all the little mini rots before we can make further progress. All right. Let's see, give me that. Now that one. There you go. Yeah, sorry, little demon. Sorry to quite literally burst your bubble. I can't go through there yet. Where's the last one? Oh, I forget. Do we have to go back to find it? Is there like one of these nasty little, what are they called? Like a little pustule back here for us to blow up? Or am I just being blind? Rot, help me. Where's the one that I'm missing? Oh, there you are. There you are. And boom! Hell yeah. That's better. There we go. Oh yeah. Nice. There we go. That's right, the hat cart. We can give the little guys hats. It's so cute. You're gonna hear me say that 1,000 more times while playing this game. And you know what's even cuter? There are seasonal hats that in like real time will pop up, like during Halloween, during Christmas. There's extra ones that the game designers put in that will update in the game if you want to give them extra ones. So yeah, you create karma by defeating corrupted enemies, restoring the environment, and finding fruit for your rot to eat. From the upgrade menu, use karma to unlock new abilities. Kina can improve her base skills and infuse her abilities with rot to create powerful attacks. Hell yeah. That's right. What are the starting options? Because let me see. We're going to get a bow and arrow later. We don't have that yet. The rot hammer is handy. We have 65 right now. We need 100 for that. And then this is melee. Okay. I'm going to do upgrades in a second. Let's see. How much do these cost? This one's, okay. This one's 50. Sweeping attack, 150. I'm going to wait and save up a little bit because some of the later upgrades I think are more valuable, in my humble opinion. We got a new hat. We got the mushroom hat. Hell yeah. What's this one? Is it like a little teapot hat? It's a little pot for a hat. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at you. Also, another little detail, quality of life thing that I like in this game. The gems you find are a separate currency from what you spend for the upgrade. So you're not wasting upgrade money buying these things to customize. So these are just separate, like the little diamonds you get are only for cosmetics to spend in the game, which is really fun. So, all right. You deserve it. Yeah, go get it. And now you get one. I was about to say, you bunch of cuties. And then, oh, that's right. We can buy more outfits later on. So, hell yeah. Again, a game that just makes it fun. I'm going to talk to them in a second, but I just want to look around first. That makes it fun to explore. That's right. And that's right. You have to find the rot that are hidden around the village, because there's quite a few of these little buggers, you know, sneaking around here. So let me look around for them first. Obviously, you can see the areas are segmented by the mask for each area, which again, if you're gonna if you have a game design where you need to wall off certain areas because the player can't access them yet for story reasons, it's a really good excuse to be able to be like, okay, you need to find the mask of the person most in need to be able to reach that. A clover hat? Hell yeah. All right, let me gather everything we need in this section here. I love to, a little thing too, sometimes they don't just run around and follow you. They'll inhabit the area around you and sit down, and it just feels like they're alive doing their own thing. And it's like, there are so many games that are larger in scale and more advanced on certain technical metrics, but they don't feel as alive as this one. They don't feel like they're bursting at the seams with all this creativity. Oh, that's right, they can eat that. And then sometimes you just give them snacks because they deserve it. Oh, that's right. Cursed chest, you have to defeat the enemies to be able to unlock what they have. Which is not bad. Later on, these get kind of difficult, but it's okay for now. Gotcha. That's what I thought. And there's more. And you're a big guy, but that's okay. Let me use the rot on you, because that way... There we go. Later on, these cursed chests can be very difficult. For now, they're letting you kind of warm up. The first part of this game really deceptively made me think it was going to be super easy. And then later on, I was getting stuck on bosses trying, 20 or 30 times to get through. There we go. Give me that. Usually it's something very worthwhile. Also, yeah, anytime you see a lamp that's glowing like that, you can hit it with the pulse thing to get gems out of it. Again, stuff that doesn't cost the player a lot of stress or effort, but just rewards you just for looking around, just for appreciating the game and paying attention to what they've put out for you, gives you a set of rewards, and I just love it. What's this one? What are the big blue pots? I forget. Oh, just more stuff. Yeah, cool. Yeah, the game is thankfully very much not stingy about what it offers you, which I appreciate. Anything over here? No. All right. And is this? Oh, that's right. These are going to become like the fast travel systems later on. We don't need it yet. Yeah, how big is the map? Yeah, so as you can see, the maps themselves are not massive, but they are very richly detailed. There's a lot to explore and a lot to look out for, which is that thing people talk about where it's like games are not about just the amount of size in the game, It's about the density of the game, which is more important. Is there anything in this house now that we cleansed it? Anything in this little pot we can use? Ah, there we go. Give me that. I need to buy hats for my little friends. Give me all your fucking diamonds. I need to make my cute buddies even fucking cuter. Then... Yeah, we can go up here first. That's fine. Yeah, the game doesn't if you're playing it so you don't stress over it, the game won't really let you go anywhere out of sequence, which is kind of nice. I like that. Some people talk about how game design should be so much more open and let you go anywhere. And I see that's true for some games. There's a lot of games like this one where I want it to guide me roughly where I'm supposed to go. You know what I mean? And give me open areas to explore and then tell me, I have to come back later to be able to explore further. Because that way then I hate, when I'm playing a game and it feels like I screw something up, you know what I mean? Like I get completely out of sequence. Hi, buddy, come on. You're a cutie. You got like little mushrooms growing out of your head. Oh, you love me? Oh, stop it. Stop it. We'll have a dance party later, everyone. I cannot get across there, can I, without dying, right? Right? I thought at first it was going to let me move this rock, but I don't think it is. Nope. Also, I appreciate I like that they swim even. They're so cute. But even like that, where like the game doesn't make you go back to a checkpoint, it just pops you right back to the side of the water. So again, this might be, and it's like a Souls-like in the boss design, but more of an exploration game than a lot of other Souls-likes. Oh, that's right. We'll get upgrades later to rebuild all of this. Okay, let's go back and meet the two little munchkin dudes. But there's a lot that's going to open up as we progress, so I don't need to worry about it right now. But yeah, it feels like a game meant to offset all the later combat difficulty. There's such a sweetness. There's just a sincerity behind the game that really gets to me, and I really just love. All right, you little boogers. What's up?
The barrier's blocking the path.
Maybe Zaju can help. He's usually at the masked shrine. You'll know when you see the sacred trees.
Is Tara this way? The barrier's blocking the path.
Oh no, I thought there was more dialogue.
He's usually at the mask. You'll know when you see the sacred tree.
All right, sounds good. I'm so used to Souls games where they're like, if you don't exhaust the dialogue 4 times, then spin around and hit this one emote, you're going to lose out on dialogue later on. I forgot. This game's not like that. You can't really screw it up. All right. Oh, that's right. We have to go up here to the shrine. Right. Oh, now we can interact with it. The trial shrine. Oh, that's right. Later on, there's a challenge. There's like a challenge mode you can do on this part of the shrine. So, okay. So I just need to interact. Or do I need to go through there first? I can't interact yet. So, okay, yeah. Must have to go around this side. Right? No. Maybe not. What am I forgetting? That's just a path into one of the future areas. I can hit that little thing. Okay. Do I just need all the rot on this? Do I need to... What am I missing? They said to go up to the shrine. I'm here at the little shrine. Do I need to activate the thing? Oh, duh. I'm so stupid sometimes. They showed me 3 fucking times you need to stand on this thing and then do the pulse when you're on, like, the seal for it to work. Excuse me, everyone. I'm sorry.
The rot seem quite fond of you. They're usually timid. Something tells me you did not come to our village looking for forest creatures.
Hello, Spirit. I seek passage to the sacred mountain shrine.
Our village is bound to the shrine's energy, but that power faded long ago. Trapped spirits linger here, tangled in the tragedies of our past. You must help these spirits if you wish to reach the mountain shrine.
On my way, I met 2 children. They asked me to help free a boy named Taro.
I'm not surprised that Benny and Saya found you. They are clever children, and would do anything for their brother. We have always crafted wooden masks to honor those who have passed on. Placed here, the masks slowly turn to dust, aiding the spirit's journey into the next life.
My father was a spirit guide. Our traditions are different, but He helped many spirits pass from this life to the next.
So you know what happens to spirits unable to move on. Take Taro's mask. It is bound to his spirit, and will help you fulfill your promise to the children. Look after Benny and Saya. Their brother's fate will be difficult for them to understand.
There we go. We got the Taro's mask now. All right. Yeah, press to wear spirit mask. Look through the mask to find your way, open spirit barriers, and reveal objects of importance in the environment. Spirit masks are helpful for finding rot hidden in the world. Okay. That's right. That's right, because it just basically is a photo mode, but it'll unveil anything you haven't found yet. Another nice detail of a thing if you haven't found something yet that you can interact with. Let's see. Like, yeah, like it's just pointing me into like the general plot direction, so. It's nice too, because you don't have to use the mask if you want to explore everything yourself initially. But then if you're trying to comb through an area and unveil everything it has to offer, you can use that, so.
Hey,
Anything new to say?
Taro's mask? Did Zaju give it to you?
Yes, he did.
To open this barrier.
That's the plan.
What's that? Follow it. Maybe it will lead us to Taro.
Alright, hold on. This opens up some new stuff, though. I just need to... I thought I saw something glowing. Did I not? Is this game gaslighting me? Alright, game. I know what I saw. Maybe up here? Aha. Give me that. Need to buy hats for all of you. And new outfits. Alright, that's right, hold on. There's new hats I didn't buy for them. Hold up a minute. They all need little hats. The game requires it. Well, the game doesn't require it, but I do. Get another one of those. Yeah, equip all of them. Good. What else we got? Oh, that's right. We can't purchase them yet because we haven't found them yet. That's fine. Alright, then. I'll buy a couple more pots. A couple more mushrooms. Just, you know, I don't want people feeling left out. I want to make sure they're appropriately dressed when we meet people, you know? Make sure my rod are on their best behavior. Since I'm their little mother now. What are you? What am I forgetting here? Well, that does something important when I remember what it is. All right, give me that. Yeah. Even that, again, little detail, but like the bells animate if you do the pulse. Like, come on. How can you look at all that quality and tell me this game is bad? I'm not saying it's perfect, but I'm saying you can't tell me this game is bad. It's got so much good shit. Oh, where are we moving to? Ah, up here, huh? Grab it. Come on, boys. Heave. Lift with your knees if you have them. I'm not sure you do. Oops. Wrong button. There we go. I like the little one guides them. It's so cute. Nice. Thank you. Ah, now we're in the house. Ooh, what are the gold ones? Is it one of the letters, possibly? You found spirit mail. You have found something that belonged to a villager. Return it to their house in the village. Their location is marked on your map. Sweet. I'm tempted to go do that. I'm not going to explore every single corner of the game on this playthrough. But I do want to give you guys a sense of what there is, what the game has to offer. You know what I mean? Let me see. Check my map. Yeah, it's the one right here. Okay, yeah. So it's kind of just to introduce you to the mechanic. Yeah. So it'll open it up. Yeah, there we go. There's still bad guys you have to fight, though, if I remember. Yeah. So you have to go in, and you're cleansing the rot from each house and kind of honoring the ones who were there. Which is a really beautiful... I don't know. I think... I've talked about it before, but I think a lot of the perspective that, frankly, many other cultures have on death is much healthier. Well, grab him! Grab him! Come on, grab that bitch. Gotcha, there we go. But the perspective on death is a much healthier one than we have here in America and in a lot of the English-speaking world. I feel like, and especially like white culture across different regions, is very fearful of death. I think there's I think it's a part of that comes from a very hyper-independent life where it's like we don't think of ourselves a lot of times, especially like American culture, and I think maybe in some European cultures, though I can't speak to that from experience. But we think of ourselves not in like the kind of continuum of the other people who have already been here. What are you little cutie? Oh, was that his little pet? Hold on. Aww. But then in each one we release, it takes the spirit of the person who lived there and lets them pass on peacefully, it's just really, it's very poetic. It's very beautiful. I like that they don't feel the need to make the sincerity of that idea the butt of a joke. You know what I mean? It's very sincere and heartfelt, and I think that's really lovely. But I think because of that like hyper-independent, individualistic attitude, we think of it, it's just like the fear of death really comes with that, because it's like, oh no, my life is all that matters. When it ends, God forbid, I can't imagine that. We become so terrified of that notion. Instead of the idea that it can be something natural and beautiful and is part of a community, us passing on means we are hopefully leaving behind what we made, what we taught, what love we gave, and all of that kind of stuff to the people that follow us, whether that be in any children we have, whether that be friends or family. Something like this, even as silly as it might sound, like not to get too I don't know, too grim, I guess, this early. Oh, hold on, that's for them to eat. Do you guys need that? Hold on, how do I call them all? All right, are they eating it? Okay, good. They fell through the floor, but they'll be fine. They're eternal beings. But I think even like when I make content and all that, I make videos, I think of it, I'm like, I don't know, who knows how long your legacy lasts after you're gone. But I like the idea that if there's anyone who still knows who I am after I'm dead, I like the idea that there's all these videos for people to look at. I like the idea of like, I don't know, the idea like there's like the side of me that thinks like, being able to like look back on this, people that I've left behind, family, friends, children, that kind of stuff, and be able to watch videos and see someone that they knew after I've passed. I think like, I know I would be comforted doing that. It would be a cool thing to be able to have people in my life after they pass on have made things that I can look back on and remember them, I think that's a big thing too, why I'm a big proponent of like whatever art or whatever thing you want to make, even if it's not art, whatever form your individual expression takes, I really, really encourage people to make it. Not because of any commercial reason, but because like people will look back on it, It's going to be so much more special. People look back on it and be like, man, I'm so proud that my sister, my mom, whoever you are to someone else, my best friend, my spouse, I'm so glad they invested in their hobbies because they leave them behind and they're part of them is still with me, This glimpses of who they are and what they cared about. I think that's really beautiful. I think making and creating things for a sake, not just for commercial reasons, is really cool. It's a cool thing to be able to leave behind something that people can reflect on and tell them who you were after you're gone. I don't know.
Here, but we can't get past.
Don't worry, I'm gonna bonk the shit out of these bad guys, little kids.
That's the stuff blocking the path. Can you get rid of it so we can get through?
I can. That's why I keep this thing on me. Don't worry, kids. Yes, but have you considered? The rot can purify special flowers to restore Keena's health. Send your rot onto them by pressing X outside of combat. Keena's health restores automatically. That's the thing. That's right. Gotta break their shield. I gotta watch out for the little red things, because it actually does poison me, which is obnoxious. There we go. Gotcha. Gotcha. Where are you coming from? There you are. Come on. Ah! Oh, fuck you. I'm actually, like, kind of low on health. Hold on. Give me that shit. There we go. Okay, it just takes one heavy hit to break the shield. Okay. Oh my god. Stop it. As you can see, the difficulty spikes a little bit here. Again, it's not still difficult, but you're dealing with mobs of enemies for the first time in the game. Whoop. I need to practice my parrying because that will make the rest of the game way easier. Oh, that wasn't so bad. I thought there might have been like a mini boss or something, but apparently not. Also, I don't know what technical thing they're doing to make it so when it goes from the rot and like the green everything ripples out, but it looks so fucking good.
Forest here.
Tell me. Cool. What does that mean? Why is the forest crying? I mean, I get it. Clearly, it's being treated very poorly. Oh, that's right. Forest tears temporarily restore the rot to their original form, used to move the cloud. In this form, the rot can attack enemies, destroy barriers, and clear corruption. That's right. They turn into like a little goopy dragon thing.
He's so cute. Look at him go.
He is so cute.
Does he know
I love my little slug. Spin. Oh, that's right. This is how you clear the corruption. Then, oh yeah, and then you got to go back and do it again because they only last a certain while. But later on, you can use that in combat. And what's really cool is if you upgrade and find a bunch of rot, this little blob starts to turn into a larger shape. So, like, I'll try to find enough to show you, but they turn into an increasingly beautiful and majestic creature if you keep uncovering them, which is really, really cool. So, all right. Release you guys. Good job. And then, nope, I did not mean to wear my mask. Okay. Nothing else to explore here, though, right? Oh, that's right. There is a little more to explore. I'll make sure any of those hanging lamps that I hit them with the pulse to be able to get the gems out of them. All right, we're good. Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right.
Over here, Kana. There's something in the ground. I bet a forest.
Tell me, what is this?
Here.
Oh, that's... Yeah, how do I do
There
that?
must be something nearby. Let's look around.
The game, hey, maybe with your eyes, dipshit. Oh, we have to water them. That makes sense. Okay.
Right there.
Yeah. Yeah, grab that. Pick up the little droplet. Come on. I never get tired of seeing them scooting along, doing their little daily tasks.
They made another one.
Heck yeah. All right. Get to work, you guys. There we go. Spin. Spin move. Spin move. And slam. Hell yeah. Is there anything hiding under here? Hold on. Sometimes there's optional stuff you can use them for to clear, like shrines and stuff that are worth doing. There we go. Yeah. Restore a flower shrine. What do you do? Oh, hella money. Fuck yeah. Can't take it with ya, but while I have it, gonna be spending my crystals to get my little dude's little hats. Nope, that's like a mudslide. What was supposed to... Hold up a minute. Hold on, is there anything behind the waterfall? Every gaming is... No! Damn it, game, come on. You can't put a waterfall there and not have anything for me to do. It's against gaming rules. It's wrong. It's sinful, even. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this game reminds me a lot of like the classic platforming of games like Ratchet and Clank, like the OG ones, or one I remember. Does anyone remember Deep Cut, Tack and the Power of Juju? This is an old PS2 game that reminds me of this. Much more goofy, tongue-in-cheek, you know, fart jokes kind of bullshit, if I remember correctly. But a lot of big exploration in an environment kind of like this. That was a lot of fun. Ooh, something bad's in here. Okay. Oh, you know it's bad when there's the little warp fast travel point.
There's more poison ahead. We'll just wait here.
That's fine. That's fine. That's what I'm here for. That's why they invited in an expert like me. I wonder how long it'll go before I die, honestly. I don't think I'll die until I get to one of the bosses. That's right. If you find the water, then you can... Hell yeah. Slam him. Yeah, you can cleanse that. Nice. Hell yeah. Okay. I gotta get to them before they have much time to do anything to me. I gotta not walk through the red little tree farts. Alright. Come here. Come here, you little shit. That's what I thought. Oh, you're so tough? You think you're so tough? That's what I thought. You're just sticks. Oh, big boy. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, you are a big boy. Yeah, use the rot on you. I need you distracted for a second. Because he's like the boss we fought earlier, but now he's just a regular enemy. Okay. Whoop. I also think that... Whoa! There we go. Gotcha, bitch. Come on. Yeah, hit him with the rot. Nice. Ah! Bonk him. Bonk him. I'm just swinging at nothing. Oh, man. There we go. Okay, not too bad. I'm realizing, too, I played this game initially before I had played any of the Souls games, so I'm curious if I'll find that I have a much more manageable time now compared to previously. So, alright. Come on. Get in your little soup. There you go. Come on, we're going to take your little brothy version of yourself over to here. And then whack him. Whack him. Nice. Alright, I'll explore that more in a second. There's more rot somewhere, I know it. Is there not? Oh, we might be okay. What is this? Okay, that's just a tree. I'm so stupid. I was like, ooh, but what shape is this shaped into? Is it meant to look like an animal or a creature? I don't think it is. I think it's just a very well laid out tree branch. Oh, there is more over here. Hold on. Hold on. Everyone, back in the soup. Mama needs ya. To go clear some weeds again. Them okay? Yes, chef. Yeah, there we go. Get that. Get the last one over here. Nice. Nice, nice. What's in here? More stuff for me and maybe some spirit mail. Another hat, a little bow. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Who want to look pretty? Who want to look cute as fuck? That's right, we're an army. But a cute one. They're not gonna expect us to beat the shit out of them. With our little tiny hats. Okay, what's over here? Is this another rot friend? It is. How many do we find now? I'm gonna try not to miss any of them along the main path at least. Ah, you cutie. 12. Next upgrade is at 15. It's not too bad. That's right. How are you guys feeling?
Did you see what she did to that monster? I told you she could help us.
Great work, Kena. Let's keep going. We're getting close.
Okay. That's right. I forget how far in it is to the first main boss battle, like the first story boss. Because like we fought the first boss initially, technically, that the bad guy summons, but that's I find that different. Oh, it might be sooner than I realized.
No!
Oh, fuck. I'm remembering now. It's sad. God damn it. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Again, though, separately, talk about, like, games are not just about the boss fights themselves. It's about the build-up and the ambiance and the atmosphere you build to them. And this just drips with style, and I fucking love it. I wish more games would go this far and really push it. Like, that's my thing. If you're making art, go be melodramatic. Fucking push it to the limits. I will always enjoy something more for being over the top with its concept and its passion than too little, you know? Than being too scared to do something greater. Here, hold on. I thought I need the mask here. Oh, do I have to be standing like right in front of it? Oh, I do. Here we go. Here we go.
happened? What did you see when you put on Taro's mask?
Taro is here, but he's forgotten who he is. We need to find 3 relics to help him remember.
The forest is huge. How do we know where to look?
Maybe Mr. Russo can help us. His house is up that way.
That's right, that's right. We got to do a big loop through the forest before we can unveil what happened to Taro. So anyway, I'm going to leave that here. I think that's like the first hour. It's a good start. And also, is this what I think it is? Hold on. All 3. That's right. That's the thing. There's 3 relics that we have to find in order to be able to like summon Taro and try to get him back. So, but anyway, let me know what you guys think. I love this opening. I think for only being about an hour into the game, I think it sets up this world so beautifully. I think it is such a lush, vibrant. I've said it multiple times. I'm struggling to find the adjectives to rephrase how much I like this, but I think it's a game that it really is just bursting at the seams with the creativity and the passion of the people who worked on it. The animation is beautiful. I love the environments they build in. Like it really, I just get very enamored with the world they've created here, I think is the thing. It makes it something that I want actively to explore. It's not a thing where getting through the activities and all that is sort of a checklist. A lot of times I'm just glad exploring, hearing the music, listening to the sound design, just soaking in what has been laid out for us, you know? And I think that's really, really beautiful. Also, it's a game that talk about like world building where all that stuff you see in the distance, we're going to be getting to most of that. Like, we're going to be seeing everything you're seeing there. We're going to be reaching it and climbing all the way up those cliffs and looping back around to this side of the forest and around here. And I think that's awesome. I think that's just great game design, especially from a studio that this is the first time making a game. And I think, man, if this is their starting point, this is their entry number 1 into game design, what else could they make from here on out? What more could they bring us with this kind of quality? So I don't know if they have any other games in development right now. I selfishly very much hope they do, because if it is any of this kind of quality, I don't care what the story is, I don't care what direction they take. I think if this team is working on it though, I will gladly make time for it, because I think there's so much fascinating and really beautiful work being put in. So anyway, I hope you guys like it. I am planning to do a full playthrough of this if you guys are enjoying it, because I think, I don't know, it's one that I think has enough balance of story and mechanics and stuff that I will want to talk about, that I will enjoy the entirety of playing through it. And that's what I like to do for the channel. That's where I like to spend my time when I do a full playthrough of a longer game, make sure it's something that I want to invest the time in, and that I think I'll have interesting things to comment on it, and hopefully hear interesting things from you guys back if you've played it, or if you're maybe interested in playing it after this, or just, you know, whatever you feel about the story and everything you kind of, as things unveil themselves, as the story progresses, you know, and what you guys expected versus what happened. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching and listening. My name was Dominic, and I will see you next time. Bye!